Okay, so I have here my image and a line. So let's say you've been drawing lines, but you need to scale it now. The first thing you want to do is you want to go to the Layout tab and set your paper to the proper paper size. So, Layout tab, I'll right click on top of the Layout tab name, select Page Setup Manager, modify layout number 1, add a printer, select tabloid, inches 1 to 1 is perfect. So I now have a 11 by 17 paper. Select Art CTB, display, plot style. Okay, that's your setting. You can find this in the PowerPoint, or you can take a photo of this and click OK and close. Notice that my red line now shows as black. Okay, I'll select this viewport, MView. If you don't have a viewport, if you remember, if you deleted that accidentally or you can't find it, you can type MV, make view, and create a viewport. Otherwise, you can simply resize that viewport. Okay. To go to model space, you double click, right? You can set your paper or your image size here, or simply type Z spacebar, E spacebar for zoom extent. Okay. Double click outside. So there's a difference between working inside model space and working outside in paper space. Okay. So Z spacebar, E spacebar. Okay. Now you go back to the model tab and you want this to be the same size as your paper. So either this should be 17 or this should be 11 inches. So I guess I should scale this to be 11. Now, first thing I want to do is check the distance by typing DI. That's the shortcut for distance. Okay. And then click on the endpoint. If you're not able to get to the endpoint, the function key number 3 turns that endpoint object snap on or off. So if you cannot get to the endpoint, simply type or press F3. That turns the object snap on or off. Okay. So now it's on. I'll click that and measure this. So currently it's at 16.61 inches. So what I'm going to do now is hit escape and start the scale command. So scale, the shortcut key for scaling is SC spacebar. I'll select the object. I'll click here outside and window everything so that the image and the line will be selected. So I'll place it within the window. And then you have to communicate with Autocad. So right now, Autocad is saying select object. What other objects do you want to scale with this procedure? And I don't have any other objects. I've selected everything. So I'll hit spacebar or the enter key. Now, again, you need to communicate with Autocad. What is it asking? It's asking me for a base point or anchor point for my scale. I'll place it at the lower left corner. It can be placed anywhere. It could be at the middle, could be at the top, but the bottom left corner is perfect. So I'll just click that point. And then it's asking me for a scale factor. What's a scale factor? A multiplier that if I type it, it will give me or change this from 16 to 11. If you're a mathematician, you might be able to solve that. Otherwise, what's the option that you can choose? R, right? So you can choose R for reference. Okay? Make AutoCAD work for you, right? So what's the reference length? What should I do here? What should I do here? Click the two endpoints. Yes. Let AutoCAD measure this. So that's 16.61. And then it asks for what? The new length. Specify new length. What should I type here? What you want that length to be? 11. Spacebar. There you go. To double check, type DI again for distance. Click the endpoints, and that should be 11. Okay? If your drawing is longer, then you might need to change this to 17. Okay? But in my case, I think choosing 11 here is perfect. I can go here now and say double click so that you can go to model space and then Z spacebar, E spacebar to zoom to the extent. Okay? So that's how you scale your drawing.